Hello everybody, welcome back, welcome back to an episode of Formula 1 2021 My Team Career, this time for the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. But before we get right ahead, down below, like and subscribe, it does help out a lot, and let's go right into it. So here we are for my flying lap around the Imola circuit over here. A really good track over here, really enjoy it quite a lot. Of course it came into the game, I don't know, probably about 3 months ago or something by now. The first time I used it like in a season was season 2 of course. And can't really remember, but I'm pretty sure it went quite terribly. I was just not prepared for this track at all. But of course, since that time, I've of course had that race, qualifying that season, did quite a couple of multiplayer races on here, and it's just a really fun track. Just really enjoy, especially like Sector 2. Of course, my car isn't really maxed out yet, so around some corners I'm just losing quite a lot of time, like especially this chicane over here. The car doesn't really want to kind of turn in especially well. But I was just giving it my all, and as you can see, Jack Aitken currently P14, close to me, within 4 tenths actually, and really happy that I actually picked him, because there's a chance that he might actually score points if there is just a really crazy race, which is going to help us quite a lot. But across the line, MP12, but still really close to the points already, and well, just showing that our car really has quite a lot of pace, especially compared to last season. Max on pole, Sergio Perez in second place, and Charles Leclerc in third place. Let's see what we can do during the race.
Welcome once again to the Autodromo Internazionale Enzo e Dino Ferrari. The clue's in the name. This is very much Ferrari home turf, and the locals will be out in force today to support their team in what we hope will be a magnificent spectacle of motorsport. On then to the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. 3.1 miles of track here at Imola, featuring 19 turns, 9 to the right and 10 to the left. Remember that Imola differs from most other Formula 1 circuits as it's driven anti-clockwise. Let's hope no one forgets that today. The exit from turn 18 will probably be the setup for many of today's overtakes, leading as it does into the longest straight of the circuit and its only DRS zone. Anthony Davidson joins me once again in the commentary box, and it's fantastic to have you with us here today. But I'm curious, as a man with experience out on the track, how do you stop those pre-race nerves from becoming overwhelming when you're lining up on the grid?
Well, from the moment qualifying's over, you start to feel the adrenaline in your body build up and the buzz in your stomach as you anticipate the run down into turn 1. It's all a bit like going into battle, and the unknown situation makes you nervous. Those pre-race nerves are a good thing. The day you don't have them means that you don't care anymore. And of course you have to make sure that all the procedures are second nature to you, so that they're not taking up too much of your capacity.
Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he starts from pole position. Sergio Perez lines up alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Hamilton, Daniel Ricciardo, and Delatraz, Giovinazzi, Joe, Ocon, and Yuki Tsunoda. Red, Vettel, Jack Aitken, and Gasly, Stroll, Norris. They've taken a grid penalty. George Russell and Nicholas Latifi. Matsushita, Mick Schumacher, Lundgaard, and Nikita Mazepin. That's it then. It's time to go racing as we head to trackside for today's race.
So we might have qualified in P12, but we lined up here in P11 as someone has taken a grid penalty already just in the second round of the season. And it's lights out and away we go. We get a really kind of bad start, really getting the wheels spun up a little bit too much and just losing all of the momentum straight away, but trying to go down the inside of Yuki Tsunoda over here, as I'm pretty sure 3 wide of our teammate Jack Aitken and Sebastian Vettel over there through the first corner over there, as we are just trying to stay close with Yuki Tsunoda. We're going to dive down the inside over here of this corner, but he just kind of just doesn't leave me space over there. It was quite weird. Normally AI do kind of leave you some space when you kind of go down the dive down the inside like I did over there, but Tsunoda did it over there. And lap 3 over here we get DRS, and on lap 3 as you can see Norris has gotten past our teammate Jack Aiken, and well, we are just nothing compared to the McLaren. We saw that in the last race where we just barely managed to kind of keep in front of Norris. I'm pretty sure it wasn't Daniel Ricciardo, I can't remember, but it was a McLaren nonetheless. And in qualifying they might not be the best, but during the race they're probably up there with Red Bull and Mercedes in terms of race pace, as we let go off the throttle over there and actually let Norris pass, so we actually get the DRS and kind of stay ahead of him on the main straight over there. Of course, on this circuit there's only one DRS zone, and that is just down the main straight. And actually over here I wasn't gonna let him pass again. I was just gonna kind of stay ahead, but he kind of goes past anyway, so I guess we're going to get DRS once more to help us stay ahead, well, get back past and stay ahead of Lando Norris over here. And of course here is the place where Bottas and Russell had that ginormous crash last season. It was so long ago, nearly a year ago already. But on lap 7, well 6 going on 7, I kind of let Norris pass because I was going to box on this lap anyways, and I don't really want to waste time defending from him anymore. As we can see, Yuki Tsunoda 2.6 seconds up the road. So at the end of lap 7 going on to 8, we are going to box in for the medium tyres, and it's just because I was just losing so much time, and the car really just felt quite, it just didn't really have the grip anymore. That's what I'm trying to say over here. And I really should have pitted in maybe a lap sooner, to be honest, just looking back at this, because I lost quite a lot of time on lap 7 over there, but we did what we thought was right at the time, as we exit the pit lane in P21. Sebastian Vettel nearly 20 seconds behind us when we actually leave. I'm not really sure what happened to him, maybe some sort of damage probably, as on lap 9 over here we pass the kind of cars that were behind us before the pit stop, and just a little bit later on lap 9 the worst thing happens, as the safety car is out of the race, as the safety car is out of the race. No, the safety car is out as Esteban Ocon is out of the race. And as you can see over here, actually making contact with his teammate over there, and as you can see from the Ferrari's point of view over here, he made contact with Christian Lundgaard, I'm pretty sure his teammate is, and they crashed. Actually, no, Christian Lundgaard is at Williams, isn't he? Not really sure who the other Alpine driver is, but nevertheless, I really thought that I was going to really mess up my race, and I just thought that was race over there. But actually, I managed to gain a position. Well, not really gain a position because Ocon was ahead of me, but just to stay in the same place where I actually was before the pit stops, because I guess all of the cars ahead just losing so much time on the older tyres compared to me, so I actually did manage to make up that kind of, like, 5, maybe even 10-second gap that I really needed to actually get ahead of all of these guys, even under the full safety car, which I really wasn't expecting, to be honest. I really thought, oh, I'm just going to be P18 at the restart. That's just going to be it for this race. But no, we can still fight and try and get into the points. Scoring twice in the first 2 races of this season would be absolutely huge for us, as actually we get past Norris over there. Not really the cleanest of overtakes, but I really wanted to score the points, so just kind of nudge past him. Not really the cleanest, but it was a pass, as we actually get past Yuki Tsunoda over here on lap 15, and we go up to P9, just absolutely huge, as Guan Yu Zhou and Louis Delatraz fighting ahead, and I'm pretty sure Guan Yu Zhou over here has some sort of problems, as we just crash into the back of him just slightly, just tap the rear of his car, of the Ferrari, but no damage to us, luckily, as I am running on full on like simulation damage. But luckily we managed to cross in at P8 with no damage and some more points for us.
It's a performance that our Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix winners can be justifiably proud of. And I'm sure there'll be celebrations tonight. Talk to me, Ants. What was it that set them apart from the competition today?
It was a question of right place, right time today. We were looking at an entirely different race before the safety car came out, but they were able to take full advantage after the field had been bunched up.
The drivers are en route to the podium as we speak. What a fantastic win for the Red Bull team. They performed exceptionally today, keeping us firmly on the edge of our seats throughout the entirety of the race. Congratulations to everyone at the team.
So it's another Red Bull 1-2 over here. This time the win goes to Sergio Perez, with Daniel Ricciardo finishing off the podium in P3. Another 4 points for us, so that means we have 8 in total. 8th in the driver's standings for the moment, with Jack Aitken falling down to P13, but of course he hasn't scored points yet, but hopefully he will later on. P6 in the constructor standings, and actually where we are, we are actually above Alpha Tauri at the moment in the R&D chart, which is really good for us. But for now, that is good. Just hope you guys enjoyed. Like, share, subscribe. See you guys next time. Bye bye.